To Hector Cepeda, thank you for becoming a channel member here on DJ's Aviation. In the first two videos covering developments at Emirates, today's focus shifts to their response to the ongoing crisis we're witnessing in the industry regarding staff shortages and much more. If you aren't entirely aware, a quick Google search of example London Heathrow or really any European airport will highlight the considerable difficulties being faced. In the past couple of days, one of the most significant developments you could argue has centered around London's Heathrow, with the airport announcing a daily limit of 100,000 departing passengers. In addition, it was an announcement that was made due to the increasing pressures that they're facing. The airport has asked airlines kindly, if you will, to stop selling tickets for summer departures on a Tuesday, and following this, to closely monitor departures on the days following, and also the seats booked. Staff shortages have hampered the airport, and they really aren't the only ones. However, they are one of the first to impose such restrictions, and I guess you could say act on the shortages, and the effects it is having. While it has been reported that some carriers have made the adjustments necessary and complied, not all of them did, and it can be said that's where Emirates lies. An airline that has openly rejected the demands laid out by the airport, noting that it is wholly unreasonable and unacceptable to put such a notice forward. The airline said that at London Heathrow, our ground handling and catering, run by Donata, part of the Emirates group, are fully ready and capable of handling our flights. So the crux of the issue lies with the central services and systems, which are the responsibility of the airport operator. Emirates is a key and steadfast operator at London's Heathrow, having reinstated 6 daily A380 flights since October 2021. From our past 10 months of regularly high seat loads, our operational requirements cannot be a surprise to the airport. They also noted on top of this that they were only given just 36 hours to comply with the capacity cuts. A cut in capacity has presented a figure that Emirates believes has been plucked from thin air, essentially saying there's next to no backing in the figure provided. Furthermore, Emirates notes that the capacity cuts Heathrow are asking them to do is impossible, given the subsequent complexity that comes from having to rebook so many of their passengers on flights that are already full, or the opportunity does not present itself to rebook them. On top of that, as noted by the airline, many customers on their aircraft do not simply head directly towards Dubai. As we know, Dubai is a mega hub, but it's also one of the crucial places in the world where people transit. This means instead they're flying onwards, whether that be to Asia, Africa, potentially the Oceania region, and a whole lot more. I'm curious as to where you stand on these comments from Dubai-based Emirates. Are you in agreement, or do you believe they should be complying with London Heathrow? Let me know down below in the comments. I suspect if the shortages continue worldwide, to which in some roles they don't look like slowing down, as the training process and the sourcing of employees takes a considerable period longer, this will not be the first we see of such demands from airports. To Don, Neil, Stefan, and Jam, thanks for being channel members and helping power what I do. If you have any thoughts like I mentioned, you can drop them in the comments. Until then, stay tuned for the next video covering Emirates that will be published tomorrow.